All right, I got a comparison between taking pictures with an APS-C Fuji X100VI versus the Leica Q3. And just to show you, I did some practicing on the different lighting techniques. So if I go back over here, scroll to the next picture, you know, I took some pictures with the dog inside during the daytime. There's the Eiffel Tower. And then I realized that it really wasn't in focus. So then I put it on sharp. I messed with the white balance here and there. Went outside. And figured out which was best white balance. But it took some great shots. I darkened it because this is automatic white balance right here. So I moved it from a couple of different ones, just trying out to see which one. And I think this is standard now on the Fuji. Or it was the negative chroma. And I was practicing with in the dark. So you see with the white balance, it seemed a little bit darker. Now, I'm starting to take some pictures at night. Yeah, so that's where I want to start. If I go over to the Leica Q3 though, so I was experimenting the white balance on here, the 35 millimeter, the 28 millimeter. And this is different ones. This was like standard. This was natural. And I think this was the Vivid on the Q3. So I was using the Tungsten light. And you can see it's a difference. Tungsten has a more bluish, and then the outer white. On the Fuji, I think I used outer white, but as you can see, the difference of lighting. Yeah, I thought I took a picture of that. I was also doing the AFL. So this is with all the light, and then this is with the AEL, the locking. And there we go. All right. So I think it's a lot brighter on the Fuji, on the white balance. This was a lot darker. And I wanted to leave at zero exposure compensation on both. And as you can see, I see a little bit more light on the Fuji compared to the Q3. But if we bring it in a little bit closer, I just want to show you how sharp it is. Same thing over here. Okay, I'm going to do that just to match it. So 40 megapixel on the left, and I got a 60 megapixel on the right. So can you really see the difference? I do the pickup truck, see? You can't even see it. And if I do one more, that's about the same size. So what do you think? A lot brighter. on the X100V, but it does look sharper on the Q3. And I just wanted to point that out. And then I'm just going to go here too. Yeah, go to the next one, the crane. So I was doing did a couple of pictures on the other end also before I went to the cranes. Went down the street. This is with the natural, this is with the A lock, exposure lock. So you see less flaring. So I was practicing with the Fuji. And as you can see, I can see the sky on the a lot better on the Q3 than I can on the Fuji X100VI. And I can do a close-up on that also. So you let me know in the comments which one you like. I think this is about the same. Yeah, one more. It's about the same size. Q3 is more of an 8K camera, but I had it in 35mm. So, which picture you like? You can barely see the outline of the houses on the Fuji, but you can see it better on the Q3. They both look sharp. So a 40 megapixel against a 16 megapixel camera, you really can't tell the difference. And I think I took another shot down the street. Okay. Playing with the Fuji, that's a little bit out of focus. And I went inside, I was messing with the white balance again. But you see, I changed it to, I think, on this, it was like a number 3 on the fluorescent, because it looked better than the tungsten. And as you can see, I turned off the tungsten and went to, I think, automatic white balance. So you can see where I had the discs before and how dark it is on the Fuji by just changing the white balance. And of course, you've seen the carpet. And then went back outside, you know, to compare the different white balance. And now that's more blue, less flaring. Same thing with that. Now, notice that there's a difference. I think I left it on a different balance on the Fuji, and then I matched it. So that's, I had it on the other white balance, like from the indoors and what I was using, and now I changed it inside the car. So they should match, but you notice it's much brighter on the Fuji, and there's a little bit more flaring on the Fuji than it was on the Q3. And I try to match them as best as possible at 35mm. And if we go to the next picture, I started shooting like this is Mercedes-Benz and Audi, I think. This is kind of like the mayor's office in Selma. So you can compare it. The Fuji is much brighter. But on the Leica Q3, it's more controlled on the ferrule or the flaring. Does that really matter? And this is the what I was talking about. So you see different shades of colors. Fuji was more of a white on the building, and then one on the right was more of the actual color on the Leica. And I went to a famous barbecue place, and you can see the reds are a little bit more punchy on the Fuji, much brighter than on the Leica Q3. And I took another shot. Now what I'm going to show you in succession is I got their sign, Rudy's barbecue place, with the Leica also. So Leica was darker, Fuji was brighter. But then this is, I think I went to the regular full wide 28 millimeter, and I could get the whole building. Then I went back to 35 millimeter to make it similar to the Fuji. And as you can see, it's just a little bit smaller, but it's almost the same size. So Fuji on the left, Leica on the right. So there's more yellowish tint on here, and this is kind of like the actual colors. And the red, this is more of an orange. And I like this center right here. It's right next to the movie theaters. They have a Willie Nelson's restaurant and a sports bar. Nice strip mall. I love the bricks. Look at the flaring. They almost look the same. But with the Leica, I think I had a more of a natural look. Whereas I think I had it on standard on Fuji. So I tried to match all the pictures the same at the end. Like I said, more flaring on the APS-C camera compared to a full frame, even if it's cropped. And the movie theater, Santikos. And you really can't tell the difference there. And I think that was in the back. Yeah. So if I just crop this in, all right, it looks kind of blurry right there, okay? But it looks sharp here. And of course, I might have, but let's look at the tree on here. Yeah, they look about the same. But anyway, some shots I might have rushed, but you know, it's just a little bit different. Like it said, more flaring on the Fuji X100VI. So what do you think? Yeah, I think it's that one there. And then I moved up a little bit closer on here also. Yeah. So it looks a little bit sharper on the left on APS-C, but depending on how fast I move the camera and stuff, they look pretty similar. Okay, just want to show you that an APS-C camera is still good. I took out 2 point and shoots just to make a point where you don't need lenses to change. And I'm just cropping in right here. Let's leave it like that. Go over here. And of course, you know, they're not the same, but I'll try to match them. So what do you think? Looks sharp, doesn't it? The colors are about the same. Yeah, let me match it like that. What do you think? So the 35mm is just a little bit off, a little bit wider than the 35mm on the fixed lens on the Fuji. And if I did a little bit more, it'd be too much. You see? And I think I have one more shot after this. So I like this little tower for all the warehouses in the area. And as I can say, that the Fuji is always brighter. And I wanted to show you this picture of the steam coming from the building. So it's much darker on the Q3 than on the Fuji. And that might be a little bit too big. And I can't match it. I can match it like that. And that might be a little bit too large. That's about the same. Okay, there we go. So I took one picture one time, the other picture the second time. I thought this was pretty neat. They both did real good in the dark, all right? And just to compare that, can you tell the difference? More white, well, it's brighter on the Fuji. And I could have put the exposure up, but I wanted to leave kind of like almost apples to apples at zero exposure compensation. And I had it on auto ISO so you can see which cameras did differently. I hope this was helpful. I think it's like that. And this one was like that. Yeah, we'll leave it like that. So thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe, keep smiling, and I'll see you next time. Bye, folks. Have a wonderful day. I gotta move my mouse cursor over here.